All right, we're going to be looking at more of the changes in the House and Senate still to come. We have Representative-elect Barry Loudermilk from Georgia will be joining us, as well as Senator-elect from Oklahoma, James Lankford. But first, I want to take a little look at the state issues. The GOP gubernatorial races gained ground in legislatures across the country, and was just mentioned by Josh. Amendment 1 in Tennessee, a pro-life measure passed. There were other ballot initiatives. Joining us now with an in-depth analysis, I'll get that out here in just a moment, on major wins on the state level is Quena Gonzalez. Quena, welcome to the program.
It's great to be with you.
All right, let's start with some of these issues. What was overall the news from the state level?
Well, it's very interesting watching the states as opposed to the national elections, because national results come in very quickly and state results come in very slowly. So the good news was slow and unfolding, but slow but sure, and it was really exciting to see. Like you said, there were several ballot initiatives that we were looking at in about 8 states on a variety of issues. And as you said, the pro-life ballot initiative in Tennessee passed through. That's a 10 or 12-year battle that we've been fighting.
And it should be noted that in that particular case, the opponent spent $4 million to try to defeat it. That's Planned Parenthood, the other pro-abortion organizations, to the $1 million that proponents of Amendment 1 spent. That's
exactly right. In Florida and in a handful of other states, judicial activists, judges from the bench, have legislated that there is a state constitutional right to abortion, and that really prohibits the legislatures from passing the kind of pro-life laws we want to see.
What this did was simply put it back into the hands of the legislators.
Put it right back into the hands of the legislators as their elected representatives of the people.
Well, that's certainly good news for those in Tennessee. We also had state legislatures actually move to the Republican column.
We actually did, and again, the results are not all in, and so I'm not here with bottom line numbers, but we are seeing great progress. One of the measures of success is that, as you know, there was a wave election of Republicans at the state level in 2010, and a raft of pro-life laws were passed. Hundreds of pro-life laws were passed in the 4 years since then. They managed to guard those gains, and it looks like they are either going to guard those gains or maybe even in some cases build on them, and so that's very exciting.
Well, that goes back then to a conversation I had with Marilyn Musgrave just a few moments ago, when she talked about yesterday on the federal level, especially we focused on the Senate races, they were all pro-life candidates who were elected to the United States Senate. This would suggest that when you see the states that have passed over 200 pro-life pieces of legislation in the last 4 years, that instead of those policies being denounced by the public, they were actually embraced because they put them back in office.
Yes, and there were a few key races that really, I think, are going to signal what's coming in the states next year, and that I'm very excited about. As you know, so far we've picked up 4 governorships, and 3 of those were in deep blue states in, forgive me, I want to make sure I get this right, in Illinois, in Maryland, and in
I think we got in Maine, one of those states.
Maine was Maine state. No, Maryland, Massachusetts, of all places. So you have these deep blue states where you have Republican governors not only winning but breaking the back of single party rule, and that's really exciting to see what will happen. Those Republican governors that are winning will be in a position to encourage good laws and to stop bad laws for the first time in those states.
So what does this suggest then for pro-family policies at the state level going forward now?
Oh, we're very excited about the future. I don't know what the prognostication was at the federal level, but I was not looking for this kind of an election, and I'm very excited to see what we're going to be able to pass next year. As you know, at FRC we have developed a raft of pro-life, pro-family, and religious liberty laws, which we are working with our state allies to pass next year. And now the opportunities have grown tremendously. So we're looking forward to what next year will bring.
Any other surprises that we saw last night at the state level?
I think that covers it for me.
All right, Quena, thanks so much for being with us. As always, appreciate your insights.
Thank you.
And go to work now, okay?